Wannabe wanderers would like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we walk today. We pay our respects to their elders past and present. I extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. G'day guys, Bryce here. I'm in Long Gully Car Park once again in the beautiful Budawangs. Welcome to episode 2 of the Budawangs. Today we're going to be heading up to Byangee Walls. So come with me now, we're going to head off over this way towards the campground, cross the Abra River and then head up 500 metres or so to Byangee Walls. So this morning at the start of the trail it's a brisk -1 degree. Normally when you're climbing the castle, the first obstacle is the Abra River. And I really don't fancy putting my feet in the Abra River at -1 because it's going to be bloody chilly. I'm sure any hiker can agree to that. You don't want to start your day with chilly feet. But fortunately, if you're coming to Byangee Walls, you start at a slightly different area of the Abra River, and nature has provided a natural bridge just there. A nice big log. The only way I'm getting wet is if I fall in. That could be on the cards, but fingers crossed that doesn't happen. But yeah, I'm thankful for the nature's natural bridge because, as I said, do not want to stick my feet in that water. Okay, so now the first part of the track is done, which is the obstacle of crossing the river. We've got to ascend about 400 metres or so up to the cliff lines that the castle sit on. From there we're going to walk along the western side of the castle, drop down between Castle Gap, find Cathedral Cave, and then back up to the other side onto Byangee Walls. We'll then walk on the western side of Byangee Walls, the northwestern side, and then find our way to the rock totem, and then that's our marker that we need to come 50 metres back and then start climbing Byangee Walls. We're ascending Byangee Fire Trail at the moment. Unfortunately, Nathan couldn't be here for this one. Just me, but he's here in spirit. This is quite a steep walk up. And one thing to know about Byangee Walls is there's no reliable water sources on the top. So you've got to pack in a lot of water, which makes your pack particularly heavy. I got 6 litres in my pack and I've got 2 litres in a drink bottle. So really quite a steep climb with a heavy pack. Make sure you've got the fitness ability to get up here if you're going to attempt it. Budawangs are renowned for its spectacular conglomerate peaks around the place. This is no exception, this trail. Getting some great views of the castle. Unfortunately, the camera on the mobile phone doesn't pick it up real well. However, to be here and see it in person, wow. I'm almost at the top of Byangee Fire Trail. I'm basically at the base of the mountain that the castle sits on. Man, that is one steep fire trail up here. And I'm not even underestimating it, that is steep. My glutes are on fire. If you ever want a strenuous workout, just walk up this hill with a hiking pack on. Yeah, quite painful, but if you have a look behind me, just spin around. If it's there you go, that's the cliffs of the walls and the walls that the castle sits on top of. So I don't think there's too much of the fire trail left, and then it's a lot of rock scrambling along the side of the castle and then across Castle Gap to Byangee Walls. I can't tell you how glad I am to be reaching the top of this fire trail. It was bloody steep. I just got to get up these last couple of stairs and then we're going across to Cathedral Cave. Man, there are some cool camping spots in the Budawangs, just like this cave right behind me. That's something the Budawangs are renowned for, is camping caves. The conglomerate is hollowed out by water and wind so easily in the scheme of other rocks, and it's just formed some absolute brilliant camping spots. This one has a nice sandy base in it. Doesn't look like there's too many insects in there, and there's a water source just over there behind me. Couldn't think of a better spot to have a camp, really. Hey guys, made it to Cathedral Cave. This place is really special. Very beautiful, very special, and one of the reasons why I hike. Just stunningly beautiful. Another thing about this place, the Budawangs were burnt and absolutely ravaged by bushfires in the 2019-2020 season. Everything was burnt. A lot of foliage will never regenerate. It'll take years for some decent trees to grow again in some areas. However, in this cave, there are some very high tree ferns that have survived. Some of them are a couple of stories high, and they're absolutely spectacular. But I'll show you around a little bit and show you the tree ferns. And after that, I'm just going to sit down and I'm going to enjoy some lunch. Well, not lunch, some morning tea here, because what a great place to have a break and something to eat. Okay, so that was Cathedral Cave, and now we're going to head across to Castle Gap. So we've got a bit more walking to go, and then across Castle Gap to Byangee Mountain. In a second, I'm going to turn this camera around because wow is an understatement. Check this out. Balls and Dibdal are looking absolutely spectacular. We took time to see the sun. Hi guys, we're now at Castle Gap, so we're going to proceed across to Byangee Mountain just behind me and then start the climb up the cliffs. Should be a bit of fun. Let's see how we go. Okay guys, we're now crossing the Castle Gap. The views are spectacular. Looking across the Clyde Valley and then around this way behind me, Byangee Mountain is just up here. Well, I'm going to cross it and then start to find the climb up. Pretty tired, to be honest with you. It's a hard hike. It's actually pretty hard. I think it's harder than getting up to the castle in some respects. Some sketchy bits, took a slide on my bum. Got a brown bum with mud. But anyway, we'll keep going and I'll find these ropes and start heading up. Making walls to stop the wave from coming up. We've enjoyed your little things, like in nature to the sea. Oh, I miss the way. The side of Byangee Walls, and wow, what a view of the castle right up here behind me. Clyde Valley over that way, absolutely stunning. Really recommend this walk. There guys, we're still on the side of Byangee Walls. We are now at the Rock Totem, one of the landmarks that everyone likes to see on Byangee Walls. It's just right here behind me. Rock formations on this mountain are absolutely spectacular. I know I keep saying it, but you just have no idea how awesome they are. Anyway, I'll continue onto the ropes, and that's where I'm going to have lunch at the bottom of the ropes.
we were young again. Doo-doo-doo.
Man, I am filthy. I've just started the climb of Byangee Walls. See the castle out behind me. The start of the climb is not very apparent. There's no ropes. So if you go to the stone totem, you have to walk back about 50 meters, and there's a little like divot in the rocks that you would go up on the right, or be on your left if you're coming back from the totem. Fairly hard climbing actually. Nothing too crazy, but just hard work with a pack. All right, I'll keep going up and I'll film more as I go. Well guys, I'm halfway up Byangee Walls now. I'm filthy. It's quite a brutal climb actually. But the views that I'm having, this is going to be my lunch spot, and it's absolutely spectacular. And just, I'll give you a gee's why in a sec, but the view is, oh, you just can't beat it. You'll see it in a second. I'll show you now. So incredible. Sorry I haven't filmed much of the climb, but the actual climb itself's actually quite brutal, and because I was carrying a pack, it was weighing me back, so I had to keep taking it off and putting it up, and then like lifting it up higher again each time I climbed. So I didn't actually really film that much of the climb because I'm just, yeah, it was a bit sketchy with the pack. But anyway, I'm gonna sit down quickly, have some lunch, recharge for a little bit, and then I'm gonna head off and continue up Byangee Walls. Hey guys, well I've set up camp on top of Byangee Mountain. I've camped down the southwest side of the mountain, down towards the castle. Mainly because it's in the morning, it's easy to get to the exit track down the mountain. You can see Dithul right behind me, Mount Talaturang behind me, well the edge of it anyway, and just around the other side of me, the castle right behind me just there. The views are epic up here, and I'm looking forward to spending the night up here. I'm just going to go for a walk down to the logbook now, have my PLB with me. Always walk safe when you're walking alone, well as safe as you can be. Even just a short distance from camp, I will not leave without it, because if I break my leg, you know, a kilometre down that way, nobody comes here that often. I'm out here by myself in the cold. Anyway guys, I'm going to show you some more footage from around the mountain as we go on. Look, I found the logbook on Byangee Mountain. It's a bit of a state, just some papers. But I knew that before I came. So I bought a new logbook, which I'll fill out and I'll put in there and slip it in there. And everyone can start filling out the new logbook because there's no spare pages in there. Also bought a Ziploc bag to put it in and a pen. So anyone who comes up here can fill out an actual logbook now. Okay guys, back at camp now. Sun's setting, fire's going, life's good. Just all it's left to do now is sit around and watch the rest of the sun disappear and paint the sky different colours. Yeah, I definitely highly recommend Byangee Mountain. As I said, hopefully tomorrow it's not windy in the morning. I can fly the drone around for a little bit because the sunlight will be on the castle at sunrise, which will make it look absolutely epic. But yeah, plenty more to come tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to sit down, have something to eat, have a warm cuppa, continue getting into my thermals because it's going to be bloody chilly up here tonight. See you then. Bye. Morning guys, just gone 5:30 in the morning, and gonna get up in a minute to do some sunrise photos. But you know what, it occurred to me, something only as a hiker you could say, is what did I sleep with last night? A gas bottle in my sleeping bag. Got to keep it warm so the gas continues to work. It's a bit chilly outside, but I'm looking forward to getting up and seeing some sunrise. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to have a coffee before I get up, and then I'm going to surface and get some sunrise photos. Then it's time to pack up camp. I'm also starting the push-up challenge today because it's the 1st of June, 3,318 push-ups in 25 days. Today has a cool 180, so I'm going to do some up here on top of the mountain, some on the bottom of the mountain, some back at the car, and just bank them slowly as the day goes on. Anyway, more soon. Guys, the sunrise behind me is absolutely going off chops. Something really special. I'm going to swing around the camera so you can have a good look at it. They literally don't come much better than that. That's pretty spectacular. So I'm going to hang around here and take some photos and enjoy my breakfast. But I thought I'd just give you a little share. Well guys, that's Byangee done. I'm about to start heading down the mountain now. I'm not going to record too much because it's actually starting to get windy and you're not going to hear it anyway. You're just going to hear wind coming through the microphone. I hope you enjoyed the trip up here. I certainly did. You know, it's the Budawangs just forever have my heart. They're just the most amazing place to hike. But anyway, I'll see you soon on another adventure. Take care. Oh guys, sorry the gimbal's flat, so you got a bit of bouncy footage. I'm almost at the bottom of the Byangee fire trail now, so almost back at the car. Wow, what a fabulous trip. It even, I reckon, rivals the castle because just the views are spectacular. My 3 top tips for walking Byangee. Number 1, bring a hiking pole. On the way down, that fire trail is so steep and I nearly went to guts her a few times, but I had the hiking pole to steady myself. Top tip number 2, bring a throw rope if you haven't got anyone with you, because climbing up the actual walls is quite sketchy with a heavy pack on your back. I had a throw rope and it helped me. I could tie it to the rope and then lift the pack up, and then on the way back down I could easily just lower it without being any danger, because there's quite a few squeezes on the climbs and you don't want a pack on your back that's going to get stuck and like want to pull you backwards. It's already sketchy enough. Top tip number 3, to really just take your time. I would stay up the top overnight because you'd be rewarded with some of the best views and sunrises over the Clyde Valley and also the castle and Pigeon House. And one last thing, I'm not sponsored by Oddie Merino in any way, shape or form, but I have an Oddie Merino underneath, and hiking with it is absolutely amazing. I can't recommend them enough. I sweated my backside off going up the mountain, and honestly the Merino was soaking wet, but within minutes of stopping sweating it was already dry, and it doesn't have any smell, nothing like that. No chafe nipples, absolutely brilliant, and I highly recommend them. They come in long sleeve too now, so get yourself a pair. I'll put the link to where you can buy them in the description box below, and what's even better is they're made in Australia, so go support them. Anyway guys, I'm just going to go back to the car. When I get to Yabba River, I'm going to wash up because I'm filthy, and then I'm going to go into town and get some real food. I've got some hiking food in the bag, but no, I don't really feel like any more hiking food for the day. Anyway, I'll catch you next time. Hooroo.